Okay, it's time to get real and to stand for my beliefs and my values about microneedling and dermaroller. This Dr. Dre, respectfully, doctor, thank you for making this YouTube video, but I will have to react to that video because the title of her video is Stop Microneedling at Home, Dangers of Dermarollers, Dermapen at Home. Before I even start watching this video, I'm a little bit mad, excuse me, but I just really want to be in a good energy because that title, I really don't like it. And I will tell you why once I start watching. Now, a little bit about me. I am the owner and founder of Dermaroller and microneedling brand called Gin Amber Beauty. I have done a lot of research on microneedling and dermapen. I know really a lot. People call me Dermaroller Queen. I think they know what I'm doing. I have a lot of clients, and I'm talking about thousands of clients that I have helped with Dermaroller and microneedling tools that I'm specializing, and I'm really passionate about that. The only one thing that I can tell you, you have to know what kind of Dermaroller you're using and how to use it. If you don't know these things, you can damage your skin. Okay, so let's get started with that video. All right, I am ready.
Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be telling you why at-home microneedling is a waste of time and potentially dangerous. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Andrea. I'm a board certified dermatologist, and I'd love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel a lot.
So many dermatologists, estheticians, or any kind of people that create content on YouTube, first 12 seconds she is talking about already subscribe, which is okay, but these kind of negative videos like stop microneedling caps, right? It's like basically drawing attention. I was never about the quantity of my followers. I was about quality of my followers, and my followers are my friends. I became friends to so many followers. It's just at the beginning I already don't like it. Board certified dermatologist, is there not board certified dermatologists? I'm not sure about that. I mean, you don't have to be certified board dermatologist in order to know, one second, to know where is this book. I will show you. If I asked her if she read this book and if she knows what is microneedling for real, Dr. Lance Satterfield is a founder of microneedling. We all do microneedling, dermarolling because of this man. He is the founder. And Dr. Dre, if you haven't read this book about microneedling and all the studies done, how properly to use it, how often, please read this book. Let's continue. I am already mad.
Exactly is microneedling. Microneedling involves the insertion of very fine needles into the subsurface level of the skin with the goal of rejuvenation. Basically what this does is create little zones of micro injury that stimulate fibroblasts in the deeper layer of the skin to produce collagen. The end result is an improvement in the appearance of wrinkles. This technique also can be used to improve the look of scars. Because this technique involves making little tiny holes in the skin, it also allows for better penetration of active ingredients and treatments. When done by a board-certified dermatologist, microneedling is a fantastic treatment. It has many benefits, improving scars. It can be used to allow better uptake of topicals for hair restoration like Rogaine, and it can portend improvement in the look of photoaging. Some devices are manual, meaning the little needles always stick.
I want to stop here. You don't have to be board certified dermatologist in order to use microneedling tool. That is not FDA requirement. I am a esthetician myself. I do have a license, and that is not true what she's saying. Let's continue. That's getting fun, kind of.
Take out from the surface of the device and they enter the skin as the device is either rolled across the surface or stamped. Other devices use a motor to move the microneedles in and out of the skin, and the physician can, in these cases, control not only the depth of the penetration, but also the speed. Now, don't get me wrong, in-office treatment by a board-certified dermatologist certainly can have many skin benefits for rejuvenation. In-office, microneedling is actually paired with something called radio frequency, which is a type of energy that is delivered to the deeper layers of the skin to heat up the deeper layers and further stimulate that collagen production. Microneedling is also a great option for improving the look of cellulite, which there are very few things that help that. So yeah, I mean, it's a great treatment. In office, we like being able to control the depth of the needles. Why? Well, because your skin is not of a uniform thickness. The skin on your nose is a lot thicker than the skin on your neck. And we also like being able to control the speed with which the needles enter the skin, because the faster the speed, the less likely you are to feel it. However, in certain areas like the neck, it's nice to be able to go slower, because the way the neck skin is, it kind of rebounds a little bit. And if you go too fast on the neck, the needles can rebound out and they don't actually penetrate the skin properly.
She's right about that. Hands down, she's right about it.
It's nice to be able to control both the speed and the depth and pair it with radio frequency to deliver that energy to the deeper layers to really boost up collagen production and yield the results that you're looking for. Before you know it, there's gonna be a DIY brain surgery kit on Amazon, because neurosurgeons, they take like an online course for a few weeks, so yeah, sure, we can do that ourselves. Jokes aside, why are the at-home microneedling devices a waste and potentially harmful? Well, first of all, they simply do not give the results that an in-office treatment is going to give. They're not as
That is not true. I have so many clients, and I experienced myself that I went to the office and have done this by dermatologists and got really painful results and scratches. And I have clients which I can't share results, I can't share names, because I promise them I don't share these things, and they got scars actually. And I don't know where she got this information from, if she has seen that with her eyes, but just for the reference, I'm gonna insert few of my clients' results before and after, and they are not estheticians like me, they are not board certified dermatologists like Dr. Dre, and you don't have to have any kind of license, you just have to know and do your research how to use it. The best way to do that, watch my playlist of dermarolling or read this book. Let's continue. It's making me mad. I'm sorry, but I want to go and punch somebody in the face.
accurate. You can't adjust the depths, you can't adjust the speed, and there's no pairing with radio frequency. With the at-home self-torture devices, there are two types. There are the Dermarollers, which go 0.25 millimeters generally in depth. So the Dermarollers, they can only penetrate very superficially. They're not going to do the collagen induction like what you would get in office. They're really just kind of picking away at the dead skin cells off the surface of your face, and that's about it. The other type of at-home device is the microneedling pen. Now these are more terrifying in my opinion because they do penetrate the skin more deeply. They can go up to 2 millimeters. That's pretty deep. At-home devices that penetrate deeply into the skin can cause skin damage. They can cause scarring, infection, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. It's very difficult to
Okay, about the Dermaroller, she's talking about that you cannot get results. In that book I'm reading, 64 years old, treated once a week with 0.5 Dermaroller, 6 days a week with a 0.3 for 5 months. Results. I don't know if you see guys before and after. Collagen induction therapy works if you're using 0.5 Dermaroller. You don't have to have 2 or 3 millimeter depth dermarollers or tools. It works with 0.5 already. Read this doctor's book.
Control yourself as a layperson the pressure you may go too hard. That's a very common mistake. You may put too much pressure. That can cause bruising and scarring. Again, some of these devices, they're going pretty deep. The other issue you're gonna run into,
and she is kind of right about that. With Dermapen, you have to be very, very careful. That's why I made a video about how to use AquaPen. I have an AquaPen tool in my store, and I just, like a month ago, I did a video how actually to use it. And I don't know if she knows, I don't know if many dermatologists know, but when you use pen, you have to lift. You just don't drag it, you have to lift. And I'm gonna post somewhere in this corner that video about how to use AquaPen or / Dermapen. You have to know how to use it, but if you know how to use it, you definitely don't have to be board certified dermatologist or esthetician. This is just crazy.
With some of these at-home devices, namely the ones that go so deep, is that you're gonna get bleeding. One of the nice things about in-office procedures is A, we're physicians, we know how to control bleeding, and B, it's paired with radio frequency, which actually cauterizes some of the little vessels as we're doing the procedure, so we really don't get bleeding with the radio frequency microneedling. So doing this at home, depending on the depth of the device that you're using, can cause a lot of bleeding that can lead to crusting and problems for you. Not to mention going that deep can trigger scarring, especially if you're somebody who is predisposed to thick keloids. I mean, I would be worried. I'm worried for you guys if you do this kind of thing. It's also problematic that you can't adjust the depth of the needle because, first of all, as I said, different areas of the body, the skin has there are different thicknesses. So that's important. Not to mention the fact
Dermarollers, that's why I have on my website 6 different sizes from 0.20 to 1.5. You cannot adjust the size, but you can have 2 Dermarollers. For example, this one is 0.25, which I will use for the rest of the face, for the whole face, and this is 0.75 I will use for the nose because nose skin is much thicker. I will use here on the nose and maybe on the jawline because here our skin is also thicker. Many sizes you cannot adjust, but you can have many sizes, is the same thing.
As humans, there's a lot of variability from person to person in terms of our skin thickness. Men, for example, have thicker skin than women, and different ethnicities have thicker skin than others. And seeing a professional, a board-certified dermatologist, they're going to be able to examine you, take a look at your skin, get an idea of what the appropriate depth is, not only for your skin type and your skin thickness, but also for the indication that you're seeking.
Again, you don't have to be a board-certified dermatologist in order to know that.
So not being able to control the depth is a problem, and not being able to control bleeding with some of these deeper devices is definitely a problem, not to mention scarring and bruising. You're not actually going to be able to truly sterilize it. So risk of infection is quite high. Not to mention, even if you got it completely sterile, one mistake that happens with these is that you can have an area of your skin that has an infection on it. You may not realize it. You roll on over it and basically introduce that pathogen into the deeper layers of the skin. This is a case.
It is very true. That's why in every single video, guys, when I do demo, I always say disinfect your skin with isopropyl alcohol. And many viewers, they say that's not okay, isopropyl alcohol, it's not good, starting disinfect your skin with a nail polish remover and stuff like this. It is very important. She is right at that point. If you know that you have to use isopropyl alcohol to disinfect your skin really well and your tool, you don't have chances to get infection. If you don't disinfect, yes, you have a chance of infection, but all my students never got any infection ever.
From the medical literature in which a woman thought she had acne on the chest that she could treat with her home microneedling device. She then treated her face with the same device. Turns out that is not acne, it is shingles, aka varicella virus, and she auto-inoculated the virus to her face, hence those lesions there on the face. So yeah, that is an example from the medical literature.
So it's very, very important to know what kind of infection you have on the skin, and I'm advocate for always telling you that don't roll on any kind of active wounds or acne that you have. Doesn't matter what you have, you cannot dermaroll or microneedling the spot on your face that is active, red, inflamed, or painful. Doesn't matter. You don't have to know the name. You don't have to be board certified dermatologist to understand that on any kind of wound you cannot do that. It's like putting salt on the wound and expecting that it's not going to burn. It's just insane, and I know you guys don't do that.
So infection is a very real risk with these devices. These are also pretty painful. In office, we can give a prescription numbing cream, lidocaine cream. Now you can buy lidocaine creams over the counter, but they're not as strong, so you're gonna feel this. It can be painful, especially given the fact that you're not going to be able to really control the speed or the depth. The other major issue with the at-home
with lidocaine, which is numbing cream, it's really amazing. Lidocaine is from Amazon. It's called Abanil 520. I'm gonna link down below. 5% of lidocaine and numbs your skin really well. You don't need prescription numbing cream. And anyway, prescription numbing creams makes your skin really irritated and irritates and sensitizes your skin. So be very careful, because if you have a sensitive and dry and you tend to have irritation after stronger products, don't use that because it can irritate that. So you just have to know that.
Microneedling devices is that they're not going to remain sharp. You're going to be reusing the same microneedles from the device, and they get dull, and that is problematic for sure, because you're no longer going to get that puncture that leads to that column of that precise column of injury to stimulate collagen production and whatnot. Instead, you're going to get tears in the skin.
She is right about that. That's why I have a video I'm gonna put somewhere here in the corner, how often you should change dermarollers. Many people use dermaroller for a year, for 2 years, and don't change. That's why I always say change your dermaroller every 10 times max. I personally change dermaroller every 3 to 5 times. Needles get duller, they are not so sharp anymore, and you take more energy, more pressure on your skin to roll and to feel something and to get results. Just replace more often, but you don't have to be board certified dermatologist to do that.
And that can cause bruising, injury, scarring. That also can heal with post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, which is really problematic for people with medium to deep skin tones. I mean, you can get some seriously disfiguring scarring and hyperpigmentation using these things. They're not like, you know, without harm for sure. The other problem with at-home devices is your skincare products that you buy in the store, or, you know, whatever, Sephora, wherever you buy your skincare products. They're intended to go on the skin and stay there. They're not really meant to be inoculated into your skin. Yes, in office, we might advise the patients to use certain medical, I hate to say medical grade products, but certain products afterwards. But we've kind of vetted those out. However, if you just go and, you know, put your vitamin C serum or whatever, there's so much variability on the market in terms of skincare products. There are certain ingredients in products which should not be inoculated into these channels of injury and put into the deeper layers of the skin. Things like preservatives, fragrance, silicones. I mean, these ingredients, they're benign. I mean, silicones are actually very beneficial in a moisturizer, but you want those to pretty much stay on the surface of the skin. You don't want to be introducing them. Why? The risk of mounting an immune response, an allergy, becomes much higher, and there's a specific type of problem that arises called a granuloma. Here's another case from the medical literature.
She is right about that. That's why I have serums and creams specifically made to use after microneedling. My website is gnumber.com. You can check out, you don't have to buy, but I just want you to know that about that. She is right, and this is so true about fragrance, drying alcohols, silicones, parabens and any kind of toxic ingredients where you usually could apply on the surface of the skin. But when you have wounds, when you have these little tiny holes after microneedling, you cannot apply just any kind of random products. I'm gonna link my website down below, you can go check out. So a few products that I have from my line, which is dedicated and created, developed specifically to be used after microneedling. I have many more products, but right now with me I just have 2 of them. Natural peptide serum, no fragrance, no paraben, no drying alcohol, perfect to build the foundation, that thickness of your skin. Is working like building block, strengthening and tightening your skin. And then I have a vitamin C cream, which does not have L-ascorbic acid. L-ascorbic acid, it will dry out your skin, it will burn your skin, and as she mentioned, you can get granulomas in the skin, which is really big no. I'm using, instead of L-ascorbic acid, I'm using sodium ascorbyl phosphate, which is most gentle, natural, bioavailable form of vitamin C. And also I don't have any toxic and bad ingredients, and your skin is not burning after you apply this on your skin. So my website is going to be down below in the description box, ginamber.com. You can check out. Absolutely all the products are dedicated and gentle and safe to be used after microneedling. I just done a lot of research. I'm just really passionate about that, and I love what I do, and I agree with her on that. But I do have a product, so yeah, maybe I should send her some of my microneedling tools and products so I can maybe change her opinion.
Where this woman had actually had microneedling in a med spa, and then they applied a vitamin C serum, and she developed these lesions about 2 weeks after the treatment, and they persisted. Turns out she had a foreign body reaction to the vitamin C serum they had applied. So this is a delayed hypersensitivity reaction, meaning it's not going to happen right away. So in some cases...
Wait, so this woman was in the med spa, and most likely if she was in the med spa, somebody did this, maybe it's a board certified dermatologist. So how comes she got this? That's what I'm telling you. You don't have to be board certified dermatologist in order to provide services of microneedling. Even with that certification, you can fuck it up someone's face, you know? I know, I'm not board certified dermatologist. I know you cannot use L-ascorbic acid on your face after microneedling. Who does this?
A patient might not even really realize that it was due to something around the microneedling. I've seen this with these at-home devices, basically inoculation of a foreign body into the deeper layers of the skin. Your immune system starts to wall it off and create this bump in the skin. It's called a granuloma. This can happen, for example, if you get a splinter and it comes out, it can turn into a granuloma, basically walling off. And that is really almost impossible. I mean, it's very challenging to treat. It can be very disfiguring. Another problem with the at-home microneedling is, like, you know, if you go to a derm and you say, hey, I want microneedling, they're gonna evaluate your skin. They're gonna figure out why you want microneedling. They're gonna, you know, is it a specific skin issue that you have, like you want to improve wrinkles, whatnot. They're going to evaluate you as a person, and they're going to help you understand if microneedling is right for you, as opposed to this at-home microneedling.
Microneedling is great for anybody. There is no age limit. There is no any she says for what kind of reason you need microneedling. You don't have to have a reason. You can have the most beautiful skin. There is this Instagrammer Liz Kennedy, and she uses a lot microneedling tools, and she has the most brilliant, the most like beautiful, perfect skin. She still uses, you know why? Postpone aging, postpone premature aging. Do not have anything. Prevention is the key with Dermaroller. You don't have to have wrinkles or acne scars or something going on your face to start using microneedling tool. This is the best tool to prevent. Prevention. Like you eating healthy to prevent having a disease or, you know, fatigue and stuff like this. Prevention. Like you eat healthy, you exercise, you take care of your skin for the prevention.
microneedling trend where it's like, oh, everybody's doing microneedling. I heard it's good for, you know, X, Y, and Z. I'm going to do it too. Well, maybe it's not the best thing for you. You know, you haven't been evaluated. You haven't been undergone that counseling piece. That is key. Some patients are not right for microneedling.
Why I'm just feeling that she is selling her service. Like literally she is selling her service. Like she's telling, come to me, come to my office. I want to make money out of you. It's getting me mad and I'm already like choking.
Patients who have rosacea or very sensitive skin, some patients simply are not a good match for microneedling. In office, very easy to do, very low risk of complications, you know, and definitely does yield good results.
Why you say low risk? If you just show me a woman with the red face that she has done microneedling in a med spa, that's mean someone, some doctor, some kind of doctor is working there, and people like estheticians are under his like wings. Especially if using a microneedling tool in some states, like you have to be a doctor to perform this kind of procedure, or you have to be trained by the doctor, and that doctor physically has to be in that med spa. In let's say if you're an esthetician in California, you cannot use a tool if you're not a doctor, any kind of doctor, especially dermatologist. So, but you can perform a microneedling tool procedure under this doctor. So again, she's selling her services, obviously. I'm sorry if you're watching me, Dr. Dre, but be honest, be open. It's not about the dangers of dermarolling. It's about that people don't know how to use it. And you can use it for rosacea. I have rosacea myself, and I'm using 0.25, the smallest microneedling tool. And actually next day, I have better skin after doing that. And I actually can insert pictures right here, before microneedling with rosacea, and next day, less rosacea. This is who gave her license? I don't know, but I know that thing when I was in esthetician school, nobody was training us how to use microneedling tool. I don't know with dermatologists, I am open book over here, maybe they're trained, but I know microneedling is not a part of any kind of educational system. I'm not sure just where she's getting this information from. I'm really not sure.
When paired with radio frequency, which is another reason why I just don't get the at-home microneedling trend. Given everything I just told you about all of these potential complications with doing this at home, the fact that you know, no offense, you don't really know what you're doing, you can't assess depth, you can't control depth, you can't control speed, there are potential complications, bleeding, infections, scarring, bruising, hyperpigmentation. The risk to benefit is just not there. And not to mention there's no radio frequency that's going to be paired with these. So in addition to, you know, increasing the chances of bleeding, you're not going to get that sustained result. There are too many potential complications that can arise from doing this at home. I just, you know, again, the risk to benefit ratio is simply not there. See a board certified dermatologist for this. That way they can evaluate you. They can evaluate.
Says board certified dermatologist. I think I don't have to finish, she's done with that. You do not have to be board certified dermatologist in order to use microneedling tool. You do not have to. You do not have to. What she's talking about, yes, it can be true if you don't know how to use the tool. If you know how to use the tool, disregard this video. She is not saying the truth, that if you know how to use the tool, you will be fine and you will have amazing results. As I shared before, my client results before and after are amazing. I've been getting messages every single day for the last 3.5 years with results, with the proven results. When my clients, my students, my patients are using these tools, at home. They follow the guidelines that I'm providing, which means disinfecting properly skin and the tool, knowing how to use it, how often to use it, what to apply after, avoid the sun. She didn't mention sun. It's really, really important to avoid the sun. Do not overdo, do not overroll. Don't roll 20 minutes, roll 3 minutes. Don't roll every day, roll once a month, and you will have fantastic results. So in conclusion, she is right on one hand for the people that never done Dermaroller and never knew how to use it. And I have seen on Instagram and all the social media that people ruin their skin, apply acids after, which you cannot do that. Never, ever, ever apply exfoliating acids after microneedling. Guys, if you know how to use it and to learn about that, you can go to my Dermarolling playlist on my YouTube channel and you will know how to use it. Thank you, Dr. Dre. I appreciate your video, but you could have said, if you know how to use it, if you learn about microneedling, if you're familiar, if you have watched Jean Amber, she should have said, if you watched Jean Amber, then you're good. You pass the school of Jean Amber beauty, you know, microneedling. I really don't know what to say, but I don't like that video. To be open, I never liked her because she's also against vitamin C cream. She says that it's not working and it's not proven by science. It is proven by science. I have pictures before and after with amazing, beautiful results. Guys, check out my Instagram, Jean Amber X, or my business account, Jean Amber Beauty. I have a lot of pictures before and after of my clients using my Dermaroller with my techniques and having beautiful, amazing results. I think Dermaroller is really affordable, really great tool to have amazing results for the price that you're paying. And by the way, if you go to dermatologist, they're gonna charge you like $200-500. This making me nervous, that's why I'm like like feeling like choking. If you go to dermatologist's office and if you go to a dermatologist with board certified dermatologist office and you're gonna get done microneedling professionally, you're gonna get professional done microneedling on your face, depends on the state, but average price is between $250 to $500, like at least for the session. Dermaroller is $29. You can use 10 times, which per session comes $3, 2.9 actually, and you can have the same results as doing that with board certified dermatologist. So don't be fooled, know how to use it, and you can save a lot of money, a lot of time, and be your own board certified dermatologist. I love you guys so much. If you have any questions, leave comment down below, email us info@jeanamber.com with your picture, with your struggle. Ask us questions. I have amazing customer service team. They are trained by me. They talk like me. They act like me. They know everything from me because they're trained by me. And I want to tell you that don't be afraid, but do research before you put needles on your face. I love you so much. Please subscribe. Click the red button, subscribe if you haven't, and I see you in my next video. Bye guys. Love you.